we define environment as the ecological, geographical, and cultural conditions that shape a community, then the village of a crèche may be one of the worst places on earth. Life in this Moroccan village is centered around a trash dump, which receives tons of waste every hour from the capital, Rabat. Scores of families spend their days here rooting through heaps of household, industrial, and medical waste for anything of value they might sell or trade. Much of the work is done by women and adolescents, like 15-year-old Samira.
هاي الدراري لا الدراري عندهم عسل تيجي معاه يمشيو يعبروا وياخذ فلوس احنا لا خضره هنا سامره بزاف تنضربوا ما كاين لا مدرسه لا صحه لا والو هنا.
The people of a crèche are the poorest of Morocco's poor. They are also among the country's most vulnerable. Indicators for disease and injury are surging, and 2/3 of the community is illiterate. The villagers fear that their lives will continue to deteriorate along with the environment. In the absence of government assistance, the people of a crèche are working to improve their environment on their own. This literacy class was established last year by village leaders and the United Nations Population Fund. It's attended by more than half the village women, including Zara, a mother of 4.
السبب اللي دفعني هو ملي كنشوف ولادي كيقراو كنكون انا ما عارفه حتى شي حاجه كنشوفهم كيحفظوا جاهله على داك الشيء ما عارفاش كاع شنو كيقراو ولا شنو كيحفظوا ولا سميتو بعض المرات اخويا كيبقى يدفعني الفضول كنبقى نتفرج فيهم وكنشوفهم نقول كيفاش نو دابا هادشي اللي كيقراو هاد الدراري.
Zara knows she will never be able to read and write as well as her children, but even the small skill she now possesses is emancipating.
ولكن بالنسبه لي انا خصني كنبقى نسول عافاك اخويا عافاك اختي شي قضيه شويه خايبه ولكن الا كان الانسان عارف تيمشي حتى هو بسميتو بداك الرغبه اللي في عقله كيمشي بعدا راه كيكون عارف البلاصه.
It's too soon to say what effect literacy classes will have on the village. But even at this early stage, the villagers have come to recognize that environmental degradation impedes development and limits human potential. They've also learned that change is possible. It's a conviction shared by a growing number of policymakers.
I feel that as human beings, we are perhaps not as aware of our environment and the interlinkages in the world we live in. And those who are fortunate often tend to forget the least fortunate. Somehow, those of us who have moved away from the land, gone to the cities and done well, don't seem to understand that natural way of things.
We need to balance the people with the environment. You know, with globalization, as everybody keeps on repeating, it's a small village, a small city, or a small world. And therefore, what happens in one part of the world affects the other parts. As you already look at the world now, we are talking now about food divide. We're talking about natural resources divide. We're talking about health divide. We're talking about education divide. And all this will impact on the developed countries one way or another.